for her primary and secondary education respectively. She obtained a Bachelor of Science, Master of Science, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees in Chemical Engineering, respectively, in 1997, 2003, and 2010 from the University. She started her academic career at Inaugural University of Technology, in 2005 as an assistant lecturer and rose through the ranks to become a professor of chemical engineering in 2017. She has successfully supervised 5 doctoral philosophy students, 8 master of philosophy students, as well as over 100 bachelors of technology degree students. Professor Mujida Kamalara has authored over 70 publications in highly awarded She has served this prestigious university in various roles, including departmental examination officer between 2010 and 2012. Departmental postgraduate coordinator between 2012 and 2014, and acting head of department between 2014 and 2016. She is currently chairman, University Matriculation and Orientation. Furthermore, she has served as a visiting professor and researcher at several universities, including Columbia University and the University of Florence in Sweden. Moreover, she has served as an external examiner for postgraduate oral examinations at various institutions, including the Catholic University, Inefe, Cape Peninsula University of Technology, South Africa, and the University of Pretoria, South Africa. Additionally, she has been a member of the National Universities Commission Accreditation Team for some Nigerian universities. She is a member of various professional bodies, including fellow of the Society of Nigerian Engineers, member of Nigerian Society of Chemical Engineers, member National Association of Women Academics, member Association of Professional Women Engineers in Nigeria, and member of Biotechnology Scientists and Bioengineers of Inaugural University of Technology. Additionally, Professor Mujida Karimu is an active member of Iwo Progressive Group, Secretary of Iwo Day 2004 Planning Committee, and National Secretary, St. Mary's Grammar School, Old Student Association. She belongs to various religious groups and other associations such as Antica, Nigeria, Asphalt, Nigeria, University of Ife Muslim Graduate, and Lautech Muslim Community. Others are National Council for Women's Society, Decent Sisters of Igbo, and the Royal Church of Iwoland. She is happily married to Alhaji Mukaila Aminu, and the marriage is blessed with glorious children. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Mujida Kamalara will be presenting on behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology the 60th Inaugural Lecture of this University, titled Good, Bad, Better Again. Paradox of Engineering or Waste Valorization for Recovery, for Resource Recovery. And hereby declare the Inaugural Lecture.
the Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Innovations, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Strategy and Development, the Registrar, the Bursar, the University Librarian, Chairman, Committee of Provost and Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Deans of other faculties, postgraduate school and student affairs, professors and other distinguished members of Senate, head of Department of Chemical Engineering, heads of other departments and units, the teaching and non-teaching members of staff, members of the university community, members of my family, nuclear and extended, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, greatest Laodiceans, ladies and gentlemen. In the name of Almighty Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I acknowledge the grace of Allah and glorify Him for making today a reality. With all sorts of my limitations and inadequacies, He granted me relevance among the reputable and erudite scholars. To Him alone be all praises and adoration for the abundant grace, favor, mercy, protection, and promotion that I enjoy without limit. It is with great honor, humility, and a deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today to deliver this lecture, which marks the 60th in the series of inaugural lectures of this great university, the 19th from the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, the 3rd from the Department of Chemical Engineering, and the 1st in the field of biomedical engineering. Some members of this diverse audience may wonder about the distinction between inaugural lectures and those delivered at planned conferences and seminars. An inaugural lecture is a significant tradition within the academic community, where professors, upon assuming their share of office, present the key aspects of their career, emphasizing the potential societal impact of their work, should their proposed approaches and insights be embraced. In my case, the chair of office is directly linked to the field of engineering and biotechnology, a profession widely regarded as one of the most impactful in shaping human living and working conditions, driving environmental and societal changes, improving health, boosting the economy, and ultimately enhancing the overall quality of life on our planet. When approached responsibly, this field offers tremendous benefits to humanity, the environment, and society at large. As a result, this area of expertise is globally recognized as a vital and worldwide career path to pursue. My research journey. My research interest in chemical and biochemical engineering began nearly 2 decades ago during my final year as a chemical engineering student at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. It was sparked by the course I took in my 400 level, Basic Biotechnology, taught by the late Professor B.O. a legendary figure in the field. The course ignited my curiosity on how my collaboration could be harnessed in engineering processes to produce products which were traditionally obtained through chemical method. This discovery solidified my passion and motivated me to pursue a master's degree in this field. As Professor Powell of the University of Malaysia College famously said, higher degrees are earned, not given, and for research-based degrees, they are earned in the laboratory. My master's program was a profound revelation, exposing me to the vast potential of using microorganisms to treat various types of smoke with clear objectives of recovering value and converting waste into harmless materials. Having spent considerable time in the laboratory during my master's research with remarkable results, demonstrating the potential and capabilities of microorganisms, coupled with unwavering support and encouragement of my supervisor, I was inspired to pursue a PhD in the same field. Mr. Francis, this is the beginning of a great journey. Today's modern lifestyle is having a significant negative impact on the earth, ecology, and climate. As urban areas expand rapidly, volume of waste generated continues to rise at an alarming rate. Hence, integration of technology into all aspects of waste management is essential for the benefit of the citizens. Bioengineering. Bioengineering is a field of engineering that integrates biological agents and green technologies with engineering principles for production of food and for solving societal problems. It has to be noted that bioengineering, like any other field, has its own set of challenges and potential negative consequences. However, its treatment has been more beneficial to mankind. Waste. Waste refers to unwanted materials or byproducts from domestic and industrial activities generally considered to have little or no economic value. Origin of waste. The relentless consumption of raw materials in domestic, agricultural, and industrial processes is depleting global natural resources and generating vast quantity of waste that is indiscriminately dumped within the ecosystem. A typical waste dump site in Nigeria is shown in plate 1. Mr. Vice, the present question now is, how can we responsibly manage and mitigate the harmful effects of these wastes? Why the need for waste treatment? Effective waste treatment is crucial for a sustainable future. Who is responsible for waste treatment? Mr. Vice, the responsibility for waste management extends to all members of society. Producers, consumers, communities, and governments must establish comprehensive waste management system and waste reduction initiatives. Waste as potential system for resource recovery. According to Article 61 and 62 of the Waste Framework Directive 2008, waste shall cease to be a waste when it has undergone recovery operations and thus complies with specific criteria in line with certain legal conditions. Type of waste. Liquid waste. The inescapable liquid byproduct of industrial or municipal processes is generally referred to as liquid waste. Example of liquid waste is shown in plate 2. Agro-industrial waste. Animal farming plays a critical role in economic growth and global food security. However, it also generates waste that contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions. Examples of agro-industrial waste are shown in plate 4. Lignocellulosic waste. Lignocellulosic waste are leftovers from agricultural and industrial processing activities that transform farm output into utilizable end product. Examples of lignocellulosic waste are shown in plate 5. Solid waste. Solid waste are items from home and businesses commonly referred to as trash or garbage. These are shown in plate 6. Resource recovery. Resource recovery is the process of extracting valuable materials from waste for reuse or for recycling. Prospect of resource recovery from waste. Resource recovery from waste offers a promising solution to tackle the increasing global need for resources and waste management. Implementation of bioengineering as an integral part of waste treatment presents opportunities for waste conversion to resources. Mr. President, sir. The possible ones that are obtainable from waste are shown in plate 7. My modest contribution to researches in waste valorization for resource recovery. Biodegradable polymer production from waste. Mr. Vice. In a study conducted by Inaugural Lecture 2010, potentials of microorganisms, specifically Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Pseudomonas fluorescens, are producing biodegradable polymer from waste cassava starch was investigated. The results showed that the tested microorganism effectively accumulated polyhydroxy butyrate with Pseudomonas fluorescens, achieving a greater higher yield than Pseudomonas aeruginosa. In 2021, while at the Swedish Center for Resource Recovery, University of Borås, as a visiting researcher, I conducted a similar study by investigating the production of polyhydroxy carbonates, also a biodegradable polymer from organic waste, using Pseudomonas fluorescens 86 29047. Polyhydroxy fatty acid derived from acidic fermentation of chicken manure and potato chips were used as substitutes. The result at the end of the day showed that the microorganism accumulated highest biopolymer when polyhydroxy fatty acid from potato peel was used as substitute, and the produced biopolymer was scientifically standard of carbonic group, exhibited thermal stability that is capable of withstanding temperatures above the cross-linking as an ionization reaction, which is a critical property for biodegradable polymer. The result of analysis of all these produced biopolymer is shown in figure 1. A key highlight of this research was the capability of advanced equipment at the center, which enabled successful recovery, extraction, drying, and physical presentation of the produced biopolymers from the reaction media. Examples of the produced biopolymers are shown in plate 8. under natural conditions. Processes of biopolymer degradation and examples of products that can be produced using biodegradable polymers are shown in plate 9 and plate 10. Mr. Vice President, this is a great example of resource recovery from waste. Bioenergy generation from waste. The impending depletion of crude resources coupled with negative environmental impact associated with the use of fossil fuel have led to a renewed interest in sourcing energy from renewable and sustainable alternative sources. In our study, Aremo Agari 2020, production of bagasse from cow dung and pig dung through anaerobic fermentation processes was investigated. Results show that animal waste produce appreciable volume of bagasse with pig dung generating higher concentrated bagasse. The result of that study is shown in figure 2, and the flame test for to ascertain the produced bagasse is shown in plate 11. Especially, this is the time that this type of research is needed because the cost of conventional fuel nowadays is rising towards 2,000 naira per kilogram, and nobody knows when the price increase will cease. In another study, valorization of cashew nut briquette into valuable product was investigated. Oil was extracted from cashew nut briquette using surface and mechanical extraction. The results showed that surface extraction yielded the highest volume of oil, which was not drying and non-edible, but could be used for soap making, biodiesel production, and other industrial applications. Aremo Agari 2014. In another study, the action parameter that influenced production of biodiesel from cashew nut briquette oil was evaluated, and our result gave an optimum biodiesel yield of 70.84% at optimum trans-esterification conditions. This is shown in figure 4. Further on resource recovery from waste valorization, bioelectricity generation from 5 Nigerian industrial wastewater, abattoir wastewater, brewery, sugar processing, pineapple, and dairy wastewater was studied using microbial fluorescence. Results show that all tested wastewater samples generated current with sugar wastewater achieving maximum value of 1.56 ampere with other wastewater samples following similar trend. Aremo Agari 2013, Aremo Agari 2014, A and B. In another study, renewable and affordable energy generation from various waste biomass was studied in small scale for sustainable biogas, bioethanol, biodiesel, and bioelectricity generation. Aremo Agari 2022. Mr. Vice President, I am happy to announce that the result of that study won the award of Best Paper Presentation at Abuja 2022 Annual International Conference. Not energy transition and a data executive. Thank you. Product development from waste. Wood is a prominent raw material for pulp and paper production, but due to environmental impact of forest depletion, research is moving towards the utilization of local resources as alternatives. Suitability of Nigerian agricultural waste for pulp and paper production was investigated using chemical processes. The produced pulp and papers are characterized for their chemical composition, paper properties, and surface morphology of the produced papers was analyzed using scanning electron microscopy. Result of analysis gave properties that compare favorably with those from sources, while some analysis showed condensed and packed arrangement of fibers, confirming the produced materials as paper. Aremo Agari 2015, A and B. Mr. Vice President, this is another good example of resource recovery from waste. In another study, Aremo Agari 2018, natural pesticides were produced using oil extracted from neem seed. Oil was extracted from neem seed using method of surface extraction, while acetone and calcium oxide were added as additives in failing experimental formulation. The performance and effectiveness of the resulting pesticide was tested on 4 household pests: cockroaches, black ants, soldier ants, and millipede. Some insects were killed instantly, while some had their movement retarded within shortest time. Results of that study showed that extracted oil from linseed formulated in emulsions with additives conserved as natural average insecticide at the rate of 2018. The result of that study is shown in table 1. In another study, possibility of anthocyanin extraction from red sorghum bran was investigated at the rate of 2022. Anthocyanin was extracted from sorghum bran using ethanol as sulfate and characterized using Fourier transform with infrared spectroscopy. Results show that red sorghum bran is a potential source of anthocyanin, which can be used as natural colorant for food items, as against the use of synthetic colorant, which constitute human health problems. Furthermore, studies were conducted with the use of local materials and agricultural waste as alternative to imported materials for production of commercial and products. At the moment of 2015, investigated the use of local soybean oil and palm kernel oil as substitutes for imported silicone oil and polyol in polyurethane foam manufacturing processes. The produced whole samples from soybean and palm kernel oil were taken through necessary tests to evaluate the degree of compatibility or otherwise with foam produced from imported oils. Results showed foam produced from locally substituted oil compares favorably well at 20% substitution with those produced using 100% imported oil. Results of those analyses are shown on figure 7 and page 17. Commercial activated carbon that is used in industries as absorbent for wastewater treatment is imported, expensive and non-renewable. This has necessitated research into finding alternatives for some agricultural waste. Mr. Sasha, some agricultural waste that we investigated for activated carbon production included flamboyant podback, palm kernel shell, and groundnut shells. In our studies, observation of process parameters that affect carbonization of flamboyant podback at the moment of 2017, palm kernel shell at the moment of 2020, and groundnut shell in 2020 for production of activated carbon for wastewater treatment were investigated, and their results compare favorably with commercial activated carbon. These are shown in page 18, page 19, and page 20. Lignin is an essential component of food that has a very rich potential in industrial applications. However, it is discarded as waste in wood processing. Several studies on lignin production from wood are confined to laboratory due to limited information on its extraction. In our study, simulation and techno-economic assessment of scale-up design of lignin recovery from sawdust was evaluated using ASME's process developer. This is shown in figure 8, 9, and 10. Results predicted a recovery of 50,000 kilograms per batch of lignin at optimum condition, capital investment of $31.5 million, interest rate of 10.25%, cost of lignin at $1, will give a profitability response of $34.97 million, internal rate of return of 34.14%, and productivity index of $1.62 for a 15-year investment plan. Salam method 2022. Mr. Fafi, in my own opinion, I think this is a worthwhile venture that government investing for the recovery of lignin from sawdust and gain at a great deal that will serve as a source of revenue to our universities. Recovery from waste. In our study, effectiveness of software extraction processes on recycling and regeneration of used duplicating engine oil was evaluated. 3 solvents were employed to segregate impurities in form of sludge at different extraction conditions. The performance of the solvent was evaluated by percentage sludge in fat and oil loss. The result of this investigation is shown in figure 10 and 11. Our research showed that 1 butanol gave the best oil extraction at tested conditions and dose was recommended for recycling and regeneration of lubricating engine oil. And then when 2015, around the year 2016. In another study, sucrose in refined molasses continue to be a source of major financial loss to sugar refineries and a major pollutant due to its high level of biological oxygen demand when discharged to the environment. In our study, molasses content of wastewater samples from sugar processing industries in Nigeria was analyzed and confirmed to be extreme. Our study endeavored to address this anomaly by predicting final molasses susceptibility from sugar wastewater using adaptive neurofusing inference system and reference surface methodology based on data from the recovery end of sugar refining processes. Our results show that if our prescribed model is adopted in sugar processing, problem of high molasses content in sugar processing wastewater will be abated, and this will lead to reduced CO2 and wastewater impact on receiving wastewater affecting aquatic life. Aremo Eto 2014. Microbial treatment of domestic and industrial wastewater often result in the formation of sludge, and this sludge contains various alkali reducers, including solvents and other metals, which is commonly used in the manufacturing of household detergent. This is shown in place 16. Mr. 5. All these are great examples of resources from waste. Bioremediation. The physicochemical analysis of treated and untreated wastewater samples from Nigerian refineries show that phenol, BOD, and FE metal content of the wastewater were very high and failed to comply with Federal Environmental Protection Agency limits. Thus, biodegradation of the wastewater using Pseudomonas aeruginosa and Pseudomonas colloide was effectuated at the moment of 2007. Our results show that both microorganisms degraded and successfully removed substantial amount of phenol from wastewater. The result of this is shown in figure 14A and B. In another study, bioremediation of diesel-polluted wastewater was effectuated using 3 microbial strain species. Results show that all the microorganisms achieved bioremediation after 20 days was at very rate. Olúwarútìwá 2007. Bioremediation of atrazine herbicide contaminated agricultural soil was investigated using microorganisms as augmentation agent and poultry droppings as vasodilation agent. Our results show bioaugmentation with microorganisms, vasodilation with poultry droppings, and combined bioaugmentation and vasodilation achieved 97%, 99%, and 100% respectively of atrazine removal from the polluted soil. Olúwarútìwá 2019. Biodegradation. The burden of environmental pollution on the environment as a result of urbanization and industrialization has increased over the years. Hence, concerted effort toward addressing these measures on the environment and on human health have been on the increase. Several methods have been developed for treating contaminated sites, but the kinetic effect necessary for the design of the treatment system have been largely neglected. In our study, kinetic effect of treating heavy metals, lead, zinc, and cadmium from contaminated sites using the plant fertilizer system was studied. The result of that study, the study used a model that was based on our factor and half-life of the pollutant in the soil for a period of 3 months. The result of that study showed that bioaccumulation for cadmium was the minimum, followed by lead, while that of zinc was the maximum. Result of this experiment research is shown in figure 17, figure 18, respectively. In another study, electrokinetic bioremediation is an emerging technology for remediating organic and inorganic contaminated cells. The potential and effect of direct electric current on biodegradation of phenol and lead from contaminated soil was investigated. On application of 6-30 volts per centimeter electric voltage, affluence corresponding removal of 79.8% to 93.001% and 56.43% to 68.3% was attained for phenol and lead respectively within 84 days. The study therefore affirmed method of electrokinetic bioremediation as suitable option for remediating some contaminated heavy metals. Although that is 2020. Absorption studies. Several studies were done on performance evaluation of activated carbon previously produced from agricultural waste for wastewater treatment. The effectiveness of produced flamboyant copper activated carbon for trichlorophenols absorption from polluted water was investigated at the Eto 2018. Absorptive capacity is a key parameter for evaluating efficiency of an adsorbent. Hence, the influence of various variables on absorptive capacity of flamboyant broadband activated carbon was investigated. using central composite design of responsible surface methodology at the Moeto 2019. And the result of that study is shown in figure 19 to 22. The potential of pancreatic shell activated carbon and nanoparticle modified pancreatic shell activated carbon on phenol removal from aqueous solution was investigated at the Moeto 2020. Effect of absorption variables of phenol removal were evaluated and compared with that of commercial activated carbon. Performance evaluation showed that nanoparticle modified pancreatic shell activated carbon achieved 90.29% phenol removal, closely to 91.7% achieved by that of commercial activated. The result of that study is shown in figure 23 and figure 24. The performance of titanium dioxide and particle modification of granule shell activated carbon produced from previous study on ibuprofen removal from pharmaceutical wastewater was evaluated, and results show that granule shell activated carbon achieved 68.53% ibuprofen removal, while nanoparticle modified granule shell activated carbon achieved 81.78% ibuprofen removal at optimum condition. We know what year 2024, and the result of that study is shown in figure 25 up to figure 29. Current state of resource recovery from waste in Nigeria, bioenergy production. In the context of waste valorization for resource recovery, bioenergy generation employs anaerobic digestion techniques for biogas production. Mr. Fife. Plate 23 shows a simple illustration of biogas plants that can be situated and replicated in every locality, which every citizen should participate actively in. Uses of biogas. Presently, biogas is being used as furnace fuel, as generator fuel, as in gas grid for electricity, and as gas stations for household and industrial heating. Digestion of biogas generation is being used as fertilizer for farming activities. Resource recovery from solid waste, energy recovery. Management of solid waste has been a major challenge in Nigeria. Solid waste are frequently disposed on the streets and gutters, leading to blockage of gutters and other drainage channels, thereby causing flood and pollution of surface and groundwater water. In waste treatment facilities, solid waste are converted to energy through methods such as incineration, gasification, and pyrolysis. This is shown in plate 26. Metal recovery from solid waste. Consumption of steel in Nigeria is increasingly astronomically, which has not been met by domestic production. Nigeria is using a lot of foreign exchange to iron ore importation, and many companies are unable to cope with the rising cost. Hence, attention has shifted to the use of steel scrap as raw material for production of reinforced bars by rolling mill. Scrap metals are important as components of municipal solid waste, and through the activities of scavengers, useful materials are recovered and such scrap metals are recycled to new. This is shown in plate 27. Existing challenges facing resource recovery from waste. Mr. Faki. Resource recovery from waste through bioengineering can be said to be in its infancy stage of development in Nigeria. Several studies have been done at bench scale to pilot scale levels, and the result exhibited resource recovery as a potential and sustainable route of waste valorization. For scaling up the process to industrial scale, several strategies are proposed. Integrating resource recovery process with energy generating processes can make the process more economical and sustainable. Integrating resource recovery process with carbon dioxide reduction to multi-carbon product is very promising. Also, policy review is needed to overcome the challenges of public acceptance of products from waste valorization processes. Overall goal of resource recovery from waste valorization. Mr. Faki. The overall goal of resource recovery from waste valorization is to support SDGs, clean water and sanitation, SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, and SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. in both the short and long term. Resource recovery enhances safety by mitigating environmental risks, thus fostering cleaner and low pollution cities. Examples of this city is shown in late 28. Conclusions. Resource recovery from waste valorization offers a promising solution for tackling increasing global need for resources and waste management issues. The representative case study described here prove that resource recovery integration in the processing and waste system can produce economically attractive bio-based system. Man is the dominant force of change on the planet Earth, and depending on the collective actions of man, future conditions will either be beneficial or hostile to human and well-being. Thus, if no action is taken, the world will be on a dangerous path to more waste and overwhelming pollution. The good time to act was yesterday, the best you can do is today, but if you wait for tomorrow, it might just be too late. No matter what, society needs to help itself in order to survive. It is worth noting that there is no such thing as a way. Whatever you throw away, you must go somewhere. Hence, we all should strive to be a part of the solution, not a part of the pollution. Recommendations. Recommendations, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir. Arising from Nigerian studies on waste valorization for resource recovery, permit me to list the following recommendations. 1. Efficient resource utilization through technological changes will promote qualitative environmental management system. 2. Promotion of the reuse and repair of discarded products will create employment opportunities. 3. The waste treatment awareness campaign is germane. 4. The transition from production center model to reuse and repair need to be pursued in a participatory way. 5. As a developing third world country, Nigeria should concentrate our research efforts on applied research. 6. Promotion of research to achieve a cleaner society and reduce waste of resources is crucial for development. 7. There is no one solution that fits all. Industries and academia need to collaborate and work together to better the already bad situation. This can be achieved through the design of corporate research proposals, while industries need to provide unrestrained access to their laboratories and facilities. Acknowledgements. I'm grateful to our esteemed Professor Rasak Olatunde and his management team for the opportunity given to me to deliver this inaugural lecture. My special thanks also go to all past chancellors, especially late Professor A.S. Adal, during which I was appointed as assistant lecturer, and Professor A.S. Adal, during which tenure I was appointed a professor. I am eternally grateful to my parents, Alaji Kanya Kadisa. Please stand up for your contribution. And my late brother, Mrs. Rakat Kanyadi Adiamakuta, the staple from which I approached this world, who gave their all out of eager resources to train their children. I pray that your days be long to continue to enjoy the fruit of your labor, and that God Almighty shall expand and illuminate the grace of my mother and continue to rest her soul. I thank the University Inaugural Lecture Committee under the chairmanship from Professor M.O. Arero and the current chairman, Professor A. Oladiti, for their guidance and support toward the success of this lecture. I appreciate the effort of Professor Teslim Asafa, Dr. Olusola Maidolade, and Dr. Kassim Salam for reviewing the manuscript of this lecture. Dr. A.O. Alade and Dr. S.O. Ademola are also appreciated for moderating the technical section for the conduct of this lecture. I appreciate the prefect, Professor Olade, all participants, all professors, and members of staff of Faculty of Engineering and Technology for their encouragement and support. My special thanks goes to the head of the Engineering Department, Professor Yobani Olagbaye, and all our academic staff members. Professors Afolabi Ogunleye Ìwẹ̀dá Arárọ̀mí láti wọ́ àgbà ìsàlàmùdín Olúwarótìró wà Babátúndé Òṣọ̀ládé, Dr. Aládé Àyíkọ́lá Awọ́rántí Àgbẹ̀dẹ, Dàda Salam Aládé, Adékùnrin Sìlàní Òkúkọ́lá, Àyíká Tìjàní, and all technical and non-faculty members. Thank you all for harmonious working relationship and support. I also want to thank the University of Technology, Ogbomoso, and to all the students who studied under my tutelage. I appreciate the harmonious research relationship I enjoy with my students, some of whom are now colleagues, namely Dr. Awọ́rántí, Ọdúnọlá Akínwùmí, Akínwùmí, Ìdáyàtọ̀lówóyọ̀, Bello Afeez, Ọ̀kẹ́ Aliyu, and others. I'm grateful to all who assisted me in various aspects of organizing today's event under various committees. Professor Ọ̀kẹ́, Professor Ọ̀ṣọ́ládé, Adéọlá Ìlú, Awọ́rántí, Akínwùmí, Sùlàìmọ́ Ògbómọlá, Olówóyọ̀, Olùdókòwò, Afeez Bello, Ibrahim Tijani, Rahim Bello, Iwa Bolu, and all students in the engineering department. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to my colleagues and fellow researchers, both locally and internationally, with whom I have had the privilege of collaborating and engaging at various stages. Together, we have worked to advance the frontiers of science in our shared effort to preserve the environment and align with the principles of sustainable development. I'm deeply grateful to everyone who has supported me along this journey and added value to my life over the years. A special thank you to all my teachers from primary, secondary. Chief Barua, please stand up for your recognition. He's my biology teacher at St. Mary's Grammar School. Thank you, sir. I acknowledge and cherish this wonderful way that I've shared with my friend and me. My lecturers and colleagues from Inaugural University and University of Ilorin are generally appreciated. I must particularly acknowledge my late professor, Supervisor Professor Babide Okesolomon, who recognized my potential, mentored me, and guided my progress until his final days. May God illuminate his name, grant him eternal provide him with a solution. I'm grateful to the Chief Man Mountain, and I give you the Tijani, and entire members of the family for their love and support. I appreciate the Chief Man of Inaugural University, and I give Professor Ubaki Sansi for providing this spiritual guidance. Thank you. I'm grateful to the Chairman and Executive members of our great team, Ashley for providing with their leadership. I acknowledge the guidance of and encouragement from the following areas: Professor Akim Rahim, Professor Kasim Adede, Professor Timothy Oladi, Professor Afoladi, Professor Ikiora, late Professor John Oladi, Professor Tunde Oladi, Professor Monday Editor, Professor Margaret Arewo, Mrs. P.M. Olodide, and Mrs. Ego Akinye. Thank you. I appreciate the love and support that I enjoy from my friend and peers from my childhood to peace. Thank you for making my childhood experience memorable. To my wonderful friend, Alaja Aminat Amidi, please stand up for recognition. Alaja Amidi. And others, may God preserve us to enjoy the kindness of friendship. I cherish the love and support I enjoy from this family to diverse ways. Alaji and Alaja Fasasi, Professor Isiaka and Mrs. Adiola Badura, and their children, are you here, Professor Badura? Mr. Shegun and Mrs. Adiola Yedioku, please stand up for recognition. Mr. Bukola and Professor Mufoluwake Shola and their children, Papa Radley and Mama John Falanda, God Almighty and reward you all with food. I appreciate your understanding and support of my family. Other great president, Mr. Yohan Ibrahim, and chief members of executive, Ismail Abarua, Dr. Yemi Sholati, Mr. Taiwo Lasisi, Barrister Tony, Alhaji Nikon Aminu, and all members. I cherish the love and confidence of my various club and societies, the royal games of the whole land. Yes, Sholati Fonsu, Odu and Akari, kindly stand up for recognition. The royal games. Then, St. Williams Club of Iwo, St. Ajani, and others. Please stand up for recognition. The National Council of Women Societies, Iwo Local Government Chapter, please stand God for recognition. God Almighty has granted us the gift of love, life, to live the kindness of friendship. I'm grateful to the chairman, executive and members of various landed societies and associations that I belong to. The Nigerian Society of Engineers, Association of Professional Women Engineers, National Association of Women Academics, and Association of Technology Scientists and Bioengineers. I appreciate and cherish these fathers and family of mine, Barrister Tade some have affordably absent due to ill health. I like to supply of you and others who embrace and show me love. God Almighty shall continue to uphold His love and strengthen you all. I appreciate my family, friends, neighbors, and neighbors who are traveling from various destinations to the city and witness this occasion. God Almighty shall reward you all and keep you safe back to your homes. I appreciate my husband's family, our daddy, Swaja Aremu, Akinori Aremu, and Aremu family. Please stand up for recognition. Thank you all as a mass. May we all live long in peace and harmony. I cherish the memories of my late mother-in-law, Alaja Basira Aremu, late Tabi Bey, late Taja and late Alaja Bola Aremu. God Almighty continue to rest their souls. I appreciate the love and support from Mommy Baby and her children, particularly Pastor Feli Baby. God Almighty can continue to uphold and strengthen you all. I appreciate Alaja Basira Banobista. Please stand up for recognition. This is also Olayo. What a day and may God be us and our children for later assistance. I appreciate Professor and Mrs. Olani Gadi, Daddy Lena, Daddy Ridwan, and the entire thank you all for your love and understanding. May we all live from to enjoy friendship relationship. I appreciate my uncles and aunties from my father's and mother's side. Daddy and thank you for mentoring me. Monica Ibadan, Alaji Ahmed Asifa, thank you for being there for me. For Dali Adi and Sylvia and those who have departed this world for their favorite contribution to my growth. My cousins and nieces, Laide Asifa, Sadi Adelobi, Okayemi, Alaji Ahmed and others, they are all appreciated. My heartfelt appreciation goes to my siblings and Israfa and Serifat, Kasim, Islamiyah, Anifa, Latifa, Samura. All of you stand up for recognition. Iyalego, my stepmom, stand up for recognition. I thank God for being there, everything and thing, and for making my childhood experience pleasant and memorable. To my children, Amina Badu, Mubarak is unavoidably absent, Mohammed Ayose, and son-in-law, Asisatani Aklason, Ali Akosadi. I say thank you for your patience, support and resistance, and for giving me joy. God Almighty shall preserve you all to achieve your destiny and to greater in life. I appreciate my husband. My love, my companion, my prayer that God Almighty grant us long life, preserve us in good health, and stand in the fruit of our labor. My deepest gratitude goes to God Almighty for the gift of life, good health and knowledge, for His grace, which has taken me this far, and for that which He is still doing in my life. I say, I am the God of heaven. Mr. President, I like at this juncture, I like to dedicate this lecture to the memory of my late mother, who knows death. Work of my hand and Christ. That is the money. He got the sister that will not say,